Each year, the Environmental Stewardship Award program recognizes our nation's best cattle and livestock operations for their outstanding stewardship practices and conservation achievements. Now, these regional winners are dedicated to maintaining and improving their lands for future generations. So let's take a look now at the Region 1 winner from New York.
EZ Acres is a multi-generational dairy located in the Finger Lakes region of central New York. Today, the McMahon family manages around 2,700 acres, 900 dairy cows, and ships more than 23 million pounds of milk a year.
In 1985, my brother and I bought the business out from my parents and started McMahons EZ Acres. There are 4 owners of the business. Myself and my brother Pete are the senior partners. My son Neil and another young man, Ethan Supa, are the 2 junior partners working into it.
As their business has expanded, the McMahons have continued to pay close attention to how their farm could impact their neighbors. The 8 miles of streams that run through EZ Acres provide a daily reminder of the importance of environmental stewardship.
So we have a AA protected trout stream running about 5 miles to the south down through our land that our lands drain to, that ultimately ends up in the Chesapeake Bay. We also have a protected trout stream to the north, which is the largest feeder stream of the 168 feeder streams to Skaneateles Lake. So Skaneateles Lake, being one of the Finger Lakes, is the sole source of drinking water for the city of Syracuse. So we have 240,000 people in Syracuse drinking the water from that lake, which we could impact as well.
The McMahons took their most fragile ground out of row crop production and converted it to pasture, greatly reducing runoff. They also worked with Cornell University to develop a nutrient management plan, which ensures manure stays on the fields and out of the streams.
We have the opportunity to make life miserable for a lot of people if we don't do things right. And that was all part of re-engineering our cropping program. Why are we putting so much nitrogen down when we don't need it? When we can do that through careful manure management and maybe just a little top dress. One of the nice discoveries was that our fertilizer bill was much smaller. You know, we were tailor feeding that crop to exactly what it needed, considering the manure that we spread and the current nutrient load in the soils.
There's this innate respect that really comes through with Mike and Pete, this innate respect for taking care of the land, because that is what provides for us to take care of our animals.
Water under the operation is an issue as well. Just 40 feet beneath this location is an aquifer that supplies the nearby town of Homer. In 1995, the McMahons decided to consolidate all of the dairy cattle into one freestall barn with an attached milking center, an idea that caused some concern for the townspeople.
You'd hear people saying, oh, there's McMahons, you know, they're building that giant barn right over the aquifer, and God knows what's going to happen to our water supply. We thought, you know, we've got to do something to allay these people's fears about agriculture and about our agricultural practices over this water supply.
The biggest question was how EZ Acres would store excess manure. The McMahons went the extra mile to make sure they're as environmentally compliant and community-friendly as possible.
We realized that we had to build storage. So that got a little tricky here at EZ Acres because we're over the aquifers. We made the decision to build a concrete manure storage that was sided inside and out with PVC that would seal up watertight so that we would never have to worry about concrete cracking and losing effluent to the environment. And we ended up with the Taj Mahal of manure storages. It's not a digester, it's just a storage, but it's the safest one you'll find.
The McMahons also made the decision to regularly test the water for nitrates and phosphorus in and around their property to help ease worried minds in Homer.
Over the years, we have had concerns from neighbors when we're spreading manure. Boy, if it smells that bad, what are you doing to our water? We also have voluntarily took the measures and the expense, the personal expense, to test the wells in this valley from the beginning of the aquifer to the end of it, ending in the village municipal well itself. So quarterly, we're taking samples, 5 well samples, so that we could ensure ourselves as well as our neighbors that our agronomic practices were sound and safe for the water supply.
I am 100% confident that what Easy Acres does here is focused completely on protecting the aquifer and making sure that they improve the quality of that water every year. I mean, it could be so different if we had someone who was not as conscientious about protecting the environment as Easy Acres is.
At Easy Acres, they're dedicated to producing quality, wholesome milk, providing the highest standard of care for their cattle, and farming sustainably in this environmentally sensitive location.
When you control this much land, this close to a town or village, you got a responsibility. And it certainly is a source of pride to know that we don't necessarily do things because we have to, we do things because it's the right thing to do.
If you'd like to find out more about the Environmental Stewardship Award winners, check out photos and videos, or even learn how to nominate someone for the award, just visit the website environmentalstewardship.org.